be these sick Satanists was involved in this whole setup, guys. At this point, I'm going to have to take this to part 2, guys. So please make sure you check out part 2, okay? The next message we have here is hired hitman, okay? So there was definitely a hitman that was hired to take these women out, a part of this setup, but something else went down because, like I said, I believe the original plan was to abduct these women, kidnap them, take them somewhere else, and, ultimately kill them or sell them into sex slavery, okay? The next message we have here is toxic family members. So I definitely feel like that one or both of these women had very toxic family members who played a role, played a part in the setup against them. Excuse me, they don't want me to get this message out. They're trying to block my throat chakra here, guys. But I definitely feel like that they had some toxic family members in their circle. I can't necessarily say that, all of their family or everybody that they knew or, all of their friends or whoever, partook in the setup or what happened to them. It is very well possible. However, there was definitely some toxic family members related to either or of these women who played a big role in the setup and what went on and happened to these women, okay? The next message we have here is human trafficking. So I definitely, like I told you all, I feel like there was another plan. Like the women were supposed to get lured out there. They were supposed to be abducted and taken somewhere else, and something else was going to happen to them. But it was definitely a plan for them to be taken out. You know what I mean? So that was, matter of factly, excuse me, a part of the plan, guys. But I feel like, things just kind of went awry when, the women began to act, very kind of erratically and things like that, because they were lied to about the money that they were going to receive and what they were going to get for their services. The next message, again, we have here is a mother murderous madness. So I definitely feel like that either one of these women or both of these women's mother played a big role in what happened to them. They would be a part of these toxic family members, okay? They were down with the setup either for compensation or just to get rid of these individuals. These mothers probably didn't like their lifestyles, who they were, or, whatever. But I definitely feel like that there was some type of, type of disconnect between these women's mothers or either a mother figure. This could be their mothers, a grandmother, another mother figure who was in their life, like an aunt or, somebody, some mother figure, if not their mother, played a part in what happened to them. Know exactly what happened to them went along with the setup to have them taken out, okay? This was a blood sacrifice for the family as well as other individuals involved, because this thing gets really deep, okay? The next message we have here is family secrets. So already we have toxic family members, we've got family secrets here, we've got the mother murderous madness, and then we have murderous mother out here, okay? So there's definitely some connections to the family with things that took place with why the setup was put into motion and what was to happen to these women, okay? The next message, again, we got blood sacrifice. So we got sacrifice out here twice. We have sacrifice and we have blood sacrifice, okay? So it was definitely planned for these women to be sacrificed, to be taken out the way that they were, or just overall, period, okay? The next message we have here is bitter bombs and bitter bitches. I don't mean that to be disrespectful or anything. It's just a message that came out. Somebody definitely felt like that these women were bitter bombs. They were bitter bitches. Somebody felt like that their life was not worthy of living. Somebody just, totally disregarded these women because of their lifestyle and felt like that they could do whatever it is that they wanted wanted to them. And so these women were sacrificed. Again, another card about the family. We have family crime mob. So what this leads me to believe is that one or both of these women's family have ties to criminal activity of some kind. We have toxic family members, family crime mob. We have family secrets, this murderous mother and all this kind of stuff. Okay. So this situation keep tying back into the individuals who carried out this hit and the individuals that these women were connected to or related to in different things or whatever, which plays a big role in everything that happened. Not only did somebody think that these women were bitter bombs and bitter bitches, somebody is coming through and saying that they were strong crackheads. So we know that they had drug addictions. Perhaps they smoked cracked. Perhaps they snorted cocaine, smoked marijuana, did other illegal drugs of some kinds. But somebody literally felt like that these women were useless and disposable. Okay. Then we have hypocrites here. Somebody that these women know. I feel like this is a message coming through from them. Somebody that these women know were definitely hypocrites. Of course, the law enforcement individuals who were involved in this crime were hypocrites. The drug dealer that they knew for a long time that they thought they could trust was a hypocrite. Their family, friends, or whomever had inside knowledge to what was going to be done to them, to how they were going to be set up, were definitely hypocrites. There was just a lot of manipulation, okay, going on around them, con artists, a lot of sneaky shit going on, very dark, evil energy, okay? Here, again, we got another addiction cards, which talks about toxicity, sex, drugs, gambling, porn, alcohol addictions. A lot of addictions consumed these women's lives, as well as other individuals who partook in what happened to them. Okay. The next message we have here is your own mama hate you and too coward to say so. Okay. So again, we got another mama message. There is a mother. If not their mother, there is a mother. It could be a mother, a grandmother, some other mother that hated either both or one of these women to the point that they wanted them knocked off. They wanted them gone. I'm telling you, that is like the third or fourth time that a mother card has come up, and we've got several family cards that come up. Again, another family card, family blockages. So I definitely feel like because of these women's lifestyle and different things, there were family blockages that were put up. It's like they were left out. It was like they were the black sheeps of the family, and they were kind of distant and, kind of left out and mistreated sometimes in some type of way or whatever. The next message we have here is Pretty Oracle would say, selling ass for the devil, honey. These women were definitely selling ass for the devil. This wasn't their first rodeo, okay? They was going out there just to be straight up, to do something strange for a little change. You understand me? They was going live for the 5 and they was with it, okay? And they was ready to get it, okay? But they were lied to. They were set up and they were betrayed by people that they thought that they could trust, and they was taken advantage of in the most horrific way. And that is not okay. Whether you think one's life is right, wrong, or indifferent, it is not okay for you to take their life. It is not okay for you to do with them what you may and treat them, and dispose of them how you want to. But they did this. You know why? Because even though they were selling ass for the devil, somebody felt like they were just street hoes, They were street hoes. They were bitter bitches, bitter bombs, and they were strong crackheads. This is how these individuals felt about them, whether people in their family or the people that did this to them. Okay, this is how they felt about them, and it's coming out in the cards. Okay, next message we have here: the rabbit hole goes deep. The rabbit hole definitely goes deep when talking about this beast system, this 666 beast system. Okay, that rabbit hole goes deep, child. Y'all just don't know just how many sneaky, freaky, creepy individuals in power who abuse their authority every single day to sabotage, to ruin, to illegally invade and violate American citizens on the daily basis. But that rabbit hole goes real deep, baby. Snapped is the next message. Somebody snapped in this situation, okay? Like I told you, these women got upset because they was promised a certain amount of money. They were promised like drugs or something, whatever it is that they wanted that piqued their interest, that made them go out there that night. And when they tried to rob these guys and acted belligerently the way they did about getting the money that they wanted, this individual snapped. Okay, when that individual snapped, that's when all hell broke loose in the situation, and the whole setup was changed. But they were being set up anyway. They were not going to make it out of that situation either way. Okay, they were not going to, because the setup had already been put into motion. They were not going to go home that night. Somebody playing with demons. Okay, so we already know the 6 Satanists involved, the satanic powers that be involved, the beast system 666 involved. We got individuals in secret societies and individuals a part of satanic cults and different things or whatever. So of course they was out there playing with demons. I told you at some point in time there was some type of satanic ritual that was done with these women. Some type of satanic practices. And look, the next message here, they don't care about us. These people in power don't care about us. I don't care what they stand before the people and say. They lie every single day to the American people. They do not care about us in the least bit. Period. Point blank. That's why it's absolutely appalling that more people are not awakening and arising against this beast system. But nevertheless, they don't care about us, okay? And the individuals that partook in this and did this to them, from the individuals that knew that it was going to happen, the individuals who set it up, to the individuals who are actually involved, they didn't care about these women. Look at their police involvement, okay? So I told you several individuals that partook in this situation, they were law enforcement officers, okay? That did this to these women. Somebody overdosed. Okay, so I do feel like I forgot to tell you all that my spirit guides came through and told me, I believe this drug dealer went on the run after this crime took place. I believe when it came to the women's bodies being butchered and things like that, like it got the best of him in some type of way, and he went on the run to keep from this situation linking back to him. This could be the drug dealer who ended up overdosing while being on the run, but or it could be one of the other 6 individuals who are involved that ended up overdosing. But somebody that did this to these women, I feel like was so overwhelmed by what they seen and what happened and what went on, that it literally screwed with their subconscious like every single day, that they started getting high and different things, and they ended up overdosing on something. Somebody overdosed, okay? Again, we got another hitman card here or whatever. I believe maybe the drug dealer was the main hitman. Okay, that's a second hitman card we got out here that could be telling us that there was more than one hitman in this, because we have several people involved. The next message we have here is snitches. Didn't I tell you all that there was something that led up to these women being set up? Like something I feel like went on in the hood amongst a circle of people that they know or their family, their friends, or something. Something went on that, I don't know if somebody got backed up against the wall in some type of situation, and to get out of trouble they snitched on somebody else or something, but something went on and these women ended up being set up, okay? The next message we have here is the plot thickens. Like I said, there was an original setup. There was an original plan that was supposed to take place, but, it kind of went awry with a different chain of events, and the plot thicken and everything else that took place to this woman. Like I told you, that drug dealer, he went on the run after this happened. After this situation went on, he went on the run for a little while. I'm not sure if he came back to Arkansas or not, but he definitely went on a run for a while to distance himself from this situation, so nothing would link back to him in some type of way. And somebody died of, or somebody either somebody overdosed. Whether they died or not, somebody overdosed that was a part of this situation. Okay. Then we have third party situation here. What this lets me know is that there was multiple people involved in everything that went on. Okay. The next message we have here is alcoholism. So there is individual who's had a problem with alcoholism. We got drug addiction out here, sex addiction out here. We have the overall addiction cards, which talks about all the addictions, sex addictions, drugs addictions, porn addiction, like all kinds of addictions. But somebody had a problem with alcoholism, a part of this, this whole, scheme of things here. Next message we have here is freaky, creepy, and sneaky. These corrupt individuals that was a part of this, I feel like they were the freaky, creepy, and sneaky bastards, okay? That partook in this heinous crime against these women, because this was very uncalled for. Like, seriously, it really was. But they was on some other shit. Like, seriously, screws my language, guys. But the next message we have here is, who can you trust when everyone has betrayed you? These women were definitely betrayed. They were betrayed well before they went out there and met up with those individuals. They were betrayed by their longtime drug dealer. They were betrayed by these other guys. And I'm going to tell y'all something, guys. When it comes to the Mexican Latina guys, my spirit guys come through and tell me that this was not the first time that they had serviced them before. They were familiar with those guys. They were not familiar with the other 4 cops. They were familiar with the drug dealer, and they were familiar with the 2 Mexican Latina guys. Like, they had serviced them before. And this is the reason why their guards were down. They had no reason to suspect anything or to think that something wasn't quite right or anything like that or whatever. But they were set up. The next message we have here is murder. Obviously, these women were murdered in cold blood, okay? They were overkilled, okay? Because these women were brutally gang raped. They were they were killed, they were murdered, and then they were chopped up into pieces and thrown into the river, like for fish food or some shit like that. These women, either one or both of them, have some crazy cousins. They're probably the ones who is the toxic family members and everything that knows what went on in this situation and partook in the setup, guys. I apologize, guys. My cats are literally acting a fool. I hope you all can still see this, because my other light just went off. The next message we have here is controlling narc. Now, I have 2 messages with this card here. This is telling me that one of the police officers, not just a regular officer. Then I tell you that the drug dealer was an informant. The drug dealer was an informant, guys. I believe this controlling narc was this police officer's work for the narcotics unit, okay? Also, I believe that the drug dealer was a very controlling narcissist as well, okay? Or somebody else in this situation was a controlling narcissist. But one of the officers who partook in this situation was a narc, okay? Which means he worked for the narcotics unit. Because when I first started getting these messages, I'm like, how in the hell can a drug dealer that is setting up prostitution, hookups and all, it's a lot of shit going on. I'm like, the only way for him to successfully get away with this and be in collusion with dirty cops and different things, he got to be an informant. So he's a prison rat. You understand? 9 times out of 10, he got in trouble before with the law for probably selling dope or something. He took a deal, and he also sold his soul to the devil. He sold his soul to these satanic powers that be, and he been working for them as an informant every since, okay? And I guarantee you, he been ratting. He's probably the snitch. He's been ratting on the hood ever since. I'm telling you, he's a low down, dirty, filthy bastard, okay? But there is one of the officers who was involved in this is a narc, man. He works for the narcotics unit. And look here, look what we got. Drug dealers with bad intentions, okay? That bastard was a controlling narcissist as well. This drug dealer had bad intentions for them women, man. He was a major part of the setup and what took place, what happened to them. Again, another card about a mother, murderous mother. Okay, so obviously these women's mother or a mother close to them or that they know definitely partook in going along with the setup with these women, okay? The next message we have here is black magic. We already know that the satanic powers that be involved, these beast system 666, I already told you that they were part of these satanic cults or covens and secret societies and things, but I told you there was some type of ritual that was done out there with them women, either before they died, while in the process of while they were like gang raping them and killing them, or either immediately after, before they butchered them. And but they were out there doing some black magic too as well. Okay. And the overall energy we have here, the dark energy, of course, is hate. Okay. Hate. And it's no coincidence that I have this zigzag down here and you see the red. It just looked like some bloody water, some bloody river water. And you see the black stripe that goes through them. And these black women were thrown in the river, okay? The way they butchered them and tossed them in the river, the entire river was bloody. They turned the river red, tossing them in there the way they did, the way they hacked them up. Okay, guys, I have some more messages here for you all. Here we have disloyalty. Obviously, these people, nobody around them was loyal. Okay, they were ultimately betrayed. Okay, people were very disloyal to them in setting them up in the first place. This was the ultimate betrayal. Okay, they were stabbed in the back by people closest to them. People that they thought they could trust was disloyal to them, and had betrayed them. And this it took a whole scheme of teams to set these women up the way they did. Why? Because they were backstabbers, okay? These people closest to them knows what happened to them, was a part of this hit, was a part of this setup, bruh. The struggle is real. The struggle is real, man. That's the next message that's coming out. That's the reason why the women was prostituting in the first place, why they were living the lifestyle that they was living in the first place. You know what I'm saying? They probably had a raw deal in life with these family secrets and all kinds of shit. They probably suffer from childhood trauma and all other kind of things or whatever. Whether you want to see them as being right, wrong, or indifferent in their life, they were human beings and they did not deserve to be slaughtered the way that they were. Okay? Nobody else has the right to take anybody else's life. I don't care, period. But the struggle was real for these women, and because of it, different people deal with situations differently. Okay, they took the drug use, they took to prostitution to make it, to survive, in different things. But the struggle was very real for them, and at the end of the day, they couldn't trust anybody. They could not trust anybody. And I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing too. Lights, camera, action. Somebody recorded this whole situation. Somebody had a camera, a phone, something. Somebody recorded this entire situation and took it back to them satanic powers that be for them to watch it. I'm telling you, a whole satanic ritual went on with them women out there. Okay. There was a lot that was done to these women, but the brutal gang rape was caught on camera. The murdering them, the snuffing their lives out was caught on camera. The butchering them was caught on camera. Somebody recorded this whole thing, bruh. Somebody recorded this entire thing. No ifs, ands, buts about it, okay? I did the mostest, guys, to get y'all as many messages to understand just what kind of low down dirty crap went on in the situation. The next message we have here is inside job. Inside job within within their family, inside job within the police department, with people in power, authority figures abusing their power. Okay, why? Pure evil. That's why. Pure evil, okay? Which this talks about death, spirits, the devil, wickedness, demons, okay? That's what they was out there conjuring up. All for the love of money, honey. They let their guards down. They went out there. They wanted money. Other people got paid as well for this setup against this woman. Don't get it twisted. There was a stalker. They were being watched. You know what I'm saying? They were being watched prior to this going on. I told you there was somebody who snapped, that got so pissed off when the women tried to rob them and run off, and that's when they ended up confining them. The women, they ended up restraining them some type of way and called those other men to come, and that was all she wrote, baby. But I'm telling you, the initial setup, the initial plan was to abduct them. They were going to either abduct them and sell them to a sex trafficking ring, or they was going to abduct them, let them out in the woods and hunt them down like a deer, honey, and kill them in cold blood. Either way it go, them women was sacrificed off top. Greed, okay? So there's individuals, a part part of this situation who's very greedy, who very materialistic, who all about money. Okay, somebody got paid. These women went out there for the purposes of money, but I'm telling you, this was already a setup. This was not some random occurrence. These women were already set up before they got there. Even if this situation did not go down the way it did, them women would not have made it back home that day, period, because they were already set up. But individuals got paid for this. Why? This was a setup, bruh. It was a staged event, man. Who set it up? Who staged the event? These satanic sellouts. Didn't I tell you they was out there doing rituals, man? The cards don't lie. People do, baby. Kidnapper. This stalker, this kidnapper, they had a whole nother plan set up, bruh. They had a whole nother plan set up. This is what they wanted to do. This is why they stalking them and watching them. They knew they was already going. They knew they was already addicts. They knew they was already prostitutes. They was going to abduct them, okay? But some shit went down. Some shit went down the wrong damn way, and they ended up receiving the ultimate betrayal out there where I was at. Didn't I tell you that they was shot? Didn't I tell you that they was chopped up, butched up in some type of way here? Let's talk about disloyalty, a liar, a manipulator, bad juju, individuals that's two-faced, deceivers, backstabbers, gossipers. I'm telling you, look at here. Look at here. You can't make it up. Family disloyalty and betrayal, bruh. Hate. These women felt like some people that they knew wasn't no kin of theirs. They wasn't no friend of theirs, man. And they was working against them. There was individuals who was jealous of them, who was envious of them, who was all a part of the setup to knock these women off, bruh. These blood sacrifices going on every day. You got average Joes out here selling their souls, killing their family, their friends, they siblings, their kids, their parents, whoever. They doing anything to get the bag for the love of money. What you mean? There was rumors. There was a lot of rumors that was going on about these women. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people knew that they was prostitutes. A lot of people knew that they was on drugs and everything. You understand me? This staged event that was set up by these satanic powers that be, it was a part of a psyop that they put together. You understand me? But it's still a setup when, they were still set up and these women were still killed, okay? By a trickster, somebody that they thought they could trust, that tricked them, that they had been dealing with for a while. But what they did not know is they was dealing with a rat. They was dealing with a federal informant. They was dealing with a prison snitch. Because that's what that hitman was. That's what that drug dealer was. A trickster. And I guarantee you that bastard had told the narcotics unit, the feds, plenty of stuff about all kinds of goings on the north side. I guarantee you. That's why I don't shake and move with them folks, bruh. I don't walk like them. I don't talk like them. I don't act like them. Period. The next message we have here was done in the dark. It was a whole lot done in the dark, honey. They was used to doing little things in the dark right here. But what made that fool snap? What got them killed the way they did right then, how they brutalized them the way they did, man, they lied to them women about the amount of money that they was going to get, and they was pissed off when they was lured out there. They didn't realize that they was being set up till they got out there, bruh. So they tried to rob them. They thought them Mexican dudes, little S.A. and them, was some easy targets, and they tried to rob them. Somebody feel like they was some money-hungry, gold-digging bitches, man. And this what they did to him. That fool snapped. But they crossed over now, y'all. They crossed over. Spirit is saying they crossed over, okay? Let's talk about the dead. This talks about the afterlife. Spirit has come through and said that and it crossed over. This here happened at midnight, okay? I got two different midnight cards, okay? This midnight card right here lets me know that certain thing, I would not be surprised if, I'm going to have to go back and look. It might have been a full moon on the night that this happened, okay? But there was definitely rituals that was done. There was things that was manifested and that was conjured up when they killed these women, and the satanic rituals that was done, and with their body and different things, okay? I got another midnight card here, okay? And you see this one here talks about black magic, voodoo, witchcraft, sorcery, okay? These are things they were doing. Okay, they met out there at midnight. You understand me? all of this went down late at night, y'all. We got this New World Order card here. Okay, this beast system. We have the Dark Coven here card here. I told you these Satanists, they were a part of some type of secret society, but it's like a different type of secret society. It's like, it's different. It's like a satanic cult or a dark coven type. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a few of them who are Masons, but this secret society seems different to me. Like, it's a lot of satanic, sinister shit that is involved in this satanic cult and this dark coven. And these are the ones that they use that's tied into the human sex trafficking. They tied into the prostitution rings. Okay, look, sex rings. They tied, the ones that's a part of these covens is a part of that whole thing. They go down with all of that. I'm telling you, all of that. Sacrifices and things to get done in certain neighborhoods. They are part of all of that, y'all. It's set up. You can't trust nobody. Again, got another you can't trust nobody card. Them women can trust nobody. Why? Because of all the negative energy that was around them. I told you, them women was brutally raped, bruh. They was gang raped by 7 dudes, man. Gang raped. And this right here, they showed up. When they came out there, they showed up drunk and violent. They was already drunk. They was already under the influence. Like I told y'all, they got violent when they realized that they had been set up and they had been lured out there and they wasn't going to get the money that they was told they was going to get. That pissed them off and they got to acting violent. That's when they decided they was going to rob the guys, but that made that fool snap, man. And that was all she wrote after that. And they literally brutalized them women, bruh. They dangerous. They dangerous. The last message we got there. Okay, guys? Oh, Lord. It is not a game, y'all. It is not a game. I pulled some other messages, but I think that I guess I can go ahead and do them real quick, okay? Let me see. Which way does this go? Okay. So what I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you when they got out there, them folks had lied to them? They lured them out there under false pretenses, man. They got in an argument or a fight. It says an argument or a fight played a strong factor in what took place. You see how she arguing with this person? They lied to them about the money that they was going to get paid. Okay. Next message we got here. A witness may not be fully disclosing all of the facts, okay? So there's somebody involved. I believe this is pertaining to, like, say, family members and things that they interviewed and they talked to. Like, what happened, before they went missing? And, tell us about them as a person and things. You know how people stunt in front and different things like that or whatever. And everybody don't be disclosing everything that be going on in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to fake the funk or whatever. Of different things that's going on, y'all. And that's what I feel like when it says that, a witness or somebody close to them is not disclosing all the facts of everything they know pertaining to the situation. What I tell you, look here. Did I tell you people got paid? People was coerced. This was a setup, bruh. Someone coerced the killer into murdering the victims. Okay? They was coerced. They was set up. Everybody that was out there knew what was going to go down. The victim's family was familiar with the killer, with one of the killers. I believe that's the drug dealer. Y'all remember when the family crime mob card came out? Man, I'm telling y'all, North Little Rock is not that big. Everybody know everybody, bruh. If he was a white man, if he was a big drug dealer in North Little Rock, bruh, I'm telling you, everybody in North Little Rock probably know him on everything. But dude was an